air sign that you are watching, okay? So it seems like you are trying to get evidence or receipts on this person. Maybe you want them to spill the beans. Maybe you feel like they're untrustworthy. They could be getting exposed, or again, you're waiting for something to happen. And maybe you feel like somebody was faking it when it comes to dealing with you, or how they were trying to move forward. Maybe you feel like somebody's just all about sex and you want to show this to other people, or you want, it's like, okay, well, I know that their friend is this way, or whatever the case may be, but you were enjoying it while you were there. So it's like you want to go and prove to somebody else, or prove to the world who this air sign person is. Okay, if this is not you trying to prove it to them, you could just be watching them. Maybe this person's gonna have their hands in something because their fingerprints is all over it. This air sign could be having their hands in something, and you could be watching this happen. And whatever they do, they're not remorseful about it at all. They get like, I don't know if they're trying to hide their identity, or if they try to like, oh, I'm gonna do this at night, or I'm gonna do whatever the case may be. But they're either a smoker, they're somebody to get their nails done, they're somebody that's like ultra feminine, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, oh, well, we gonna pull up on somebody at nighttime. It's like somebody that's gonna treat me like a booty call. Okay, well, I'm about to go do this, or I'm about to spy on them, I'm about to follow them at nighttime to figure out, you know, if they hang out with their friends, and this is when they go meet up with somebody, or who they, I don't know. It's giving some type of Inspector Gadget. And maybe, like I said, you kind of just sitting back watching this happen because something could play out online, or maybe you can just kind of tell that this person is doing something. And they fear being inadequate, or something being a failure when it comes to a relationship, and something just like it's the last straw, something just breaks the camel's back. They feel overwhelmed, or they feel like, oh, well, I asked you for this and you can't even bring this or whatever because you're trying to have a booty call, or you're just trying to da-da-da-da, and you over here, and they go off. Okay, so that's what's going on when it comes to this air sign that you're watching. They definitely could be indulging in some type of sex, or they want to be felt like a snack or something like that. So they need some type of energy release off of them. I don't know if they're gonna do it in a healthy way. What's with this air sign? How do they feel about you, whoever you are that's watching? They may be sad when it comes to this relationship. Maybe they regret something, or dealing with a water sign person. They feel like they had to, though, because they were paying into something, or they had already started the illusion that something was going to work. They also could be disappointed because they feel like this water sign was dealing with this earth sign who didn't really have much to offer, and they were trying to have this person walk away from them secretly. There's a relationship here for sure between this water and this earth sign. And so this air sign that you're watching could be sad about it. But I feel like they shouldn't focus on any distractions. They shouldn't, because this is going to make them, again, be one-sided, or to do something that's going to cause them into some type of like debt or financial issue. It's like they damage property and then now they got to pay for it. They do something and then so they don't have the finances anymore, or whatever, just based off of their feelings. They may be low-key confused if you're happy, or if you're satisfied when it comes to your relationship, your choices, or whoever you committed to, or whatever you've established so far, even if this is with your job. They're confused on how you're still able to get some type of achievement, or how you're able to be so patient, or work online, or do whatever it is that you used to do, or that you usually do, because maybe they try to cause some type of challenge, or they try to rival against you, but at the same time you were so patient or whatever that it's like, okay, well, I'm still gonna, you know, get my rewards. They wanted you to come off as someone who was exploitive, or somebody who was greedy or materialistic, and you just wanted some type of influence, or some type of like, you wanted to look a certain type of way, so that way people could have your attention, or you could have other people's attention, and so they try to have you targeted. But this just made them look like they were somebody that was spiteful and cruel, and they just had a relationship with you, or a friendship with you for their own benefit. Okay, there also could be a fire sign around this person that's going to make them snap out of it. Maybe they're trying to give this person some type of like, oh, well, let's talk about it, let's renew this, let's think about it. But they're moving forward. This fire sign could have a new relationship, or someone else that they feel like is worth the fight. Okay, Water signs. I was thinking about doing earth signs, but I skipped them to come to you. So somebody could be getting over an earth sign, even if they are an earth sign, and coming to you. Or maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to go to this earth sign and ask them no more questions. I'm going to skip over them and go to somebody else and ask them directly. What's T when it comes to the water sign? You could be the water sign. Maybe you're thinking about an earth sign, because the way that I'm doing the reading is the person that's on your mind. So, let's talk about earth signs. The earth sign that's on your mind, what's T with this earth sign? You could be the water sign. Alright, so somebody could be buttering up to you. You could be buttering up to them. Somebody is trying to finesse a situation. Maybe they kicked somebody to the curb, or they felt like they were kicked to the curb, and now they want to overindulge, basically. So, depending on who is in the situation, somebody could try to butter up to this earth sign, even if they are an earth sign. It didn't work. The other person kicked them to the trash. They don't really want to feel rejected, or they feel like they shouldn't have to because of like, oh, my ego or whatever. Yeah, I may have been doing too much, but you know, I still want something I feel like is mine or territorial or whatever the case may be. So now they're going to come towards you, and they feel like they can overindulge with you. They also could low-key be still around this person that rejected them. Maybe they're trying to scare off the competition. They are when it comes to a new boo or a new situation. So be careful when it comes to dealing with this earth sign. Now, if you are the new boo, you are. As soon as I said new boo, I got my boo. So you could be going towards this earth sign. Maybe you want to butter them up. And depending on who you are, you could be the woman. You could be a man earth sign going to a woman earth sign, or vice versa, and you actually want to date them. Or you could be a woman going to another woman earth sign because you're pregnant, and you're like, okay, well, let me tell you why this person's coming to butter you up. This is still my boo. Or even if you want them to be a new boo, or they want you to be, it's like, no, let me stop this. So you could feel like, oh, hands off, this is mine's. Even if this is like, oh, well, I do want to date this person. I want them to be mine. You could be definitely trying to put yourself out there when it comes to them. But they're going to see like, oh, no, you are a fraud, or you're an imposter, or they can see something when it comes to you. And they're going to be like, no, thank you. Maybe they feel like you just want to get them pregnant, or you just want them to be off limits when it comes to something else or to someone else. And they're going to be like, absolutely not. Okay, they could feel like you're financially incapable of dealing with them, or you're defaulting some type of payments. You got a car issue, something that you used to have, you don't have, and you're not really showing your hands. Even if you're not a water sign, whoever you are watching for earth signs, they don't trust in whatever you got to say. Okay, so if you are a new boo and you have not dated this earth sign, will they entertain you? They will. Okay, if you are an old boo and you have entertained them but y'all haven't talked, will they entertain you? Maybe. They may think about it because they got something going on. If you are, I don't want to say a side boo, side chick, but that's what it's giving, and it's how they look at you secretly. They coming back, but they ain't got no emotions. Okay, they're coming back for a routine. So be careful. It's up to you if you want a distraction or not. Somebody also could have a child, a new baby, and or a new relationship. And this is why they feel like, okay, well, I need somewhere where I belong, or I need somewhere where I can feel like I'm celebrated. So, you know, whoever gives me the opportunity to plant my seed here, this is what I'm going to do. They're giving up on anything that they feel like could be refreshing and or something that's going to be new. They also could be giving up on their child's mother, a water sign, and or their own actual mother figure. If this is a woman, she could be giving up on her. It's like, okay, well, I just give up on this person because they have some type of confidence, or they have some type of bravery to kind of procrastinate me, or to do something when it comes to a situation, or hold back. So they're walking away from their own mother. And say, okay, well, I gotta be accountable for my finances. So they could just be worried about what's coming next. You could be watching a water sign. This person could be paranoid. I don't know if they have a dog, or there's something's going on with somebody's dog or their neighbor. Maybe they're paranoid about if somebody's overhearing them argue or overhearing them do something. What's going on when it comes to this water sign? All right, so they could be laid up right now. They try to escape the world through somebody, and then they have to get back to work. They have to be responsible, or because of the way that they hooked up with someone or the way that they did something, they have to be responsible for it. Someone made some type of choice and or decision. This could have been someone who was expecting. They were pregnant. They could be a mother. This could be just someone that's like, okay, well, knock me upside of my head kind of situation. It could be a DV thing that's going on when it comes to them and who they're dealing with. Okay, so they're laying up with somebody that they feel like is going to be mature, or that they can help grow up. It's not gonna work. Somebody is too flighty. Somebody is unpredictable, and or they only see this as a temporary option. Sneaky link, I'm telling you. They only see it as a temporary option, but they feel like they have to be responsible because maybe somebody got pregnant, or maybe somebody's expecting something to grow more than what it is. They're yearning or reminiscing that, okay, well, when we first got started, or when we went on this vacation, or when we did this certain thing, or when we got married, or they hold on to a situation that they should let go of. This water sign also could be laid up with somebody just as a rebound. They could be focused on themselves, or they could be having some type of business for themselves. They could be living independently, or they're trying to get back to living independently. Yeah. There's somebody that they were fixated on, or they were at one point in time, but this person didn't have some type of attraction to them. And so it made them get some type of ego, kind of like, oh, well, this is what I'm going to do, or this is how I'm going to respond, or this is what, you know, whatever. So that could be going on with them. If this is a water sign that is pregnant currently, they could be pregnant by somebody that they considered a sneaky link. And somehow this could lead to some type of disagreement, some type of, again, hopefully they're not in some type of DV situation, like they're fighting their sneaky link, or they're fighting, but they could be fighting the other person. Like if this person was in a relationship, this person was married, there could be some type of situation there. Or they're prepared to fight this person. But the other person that they're wanting to fight is like, yeah, I have some type of inner light, or I kind of live consciously, so I'm just vibing high right now. I'm doing things for the best of me right now. I'm doing things that's going to make me feel good. Even if it's meaning they have their own little booty call for somebody. But they may go have a booty call with somebody they would consider a friend, or they may end up becoming friends with. Yeah, they've been listening to their intuition. Okay, so when it comes to this water sign, somebody could be knocked up, but they're fighting to figure out what they're going to do with it, and whose is it, to be honest. Maybe they're a people pleaser, or they've been overgiving. It's like, okay, well, somebody got their hand out. Just again, with their hand out. So it's like, as long as somebody was giving them money, they was willing to do it. And this may bring a plot twist to somebody else that they were committed to, that they were married to, because they thought like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we're about to have a kid, or yeah, you know, once we get there, we'll enjoy it, we'll do it together. But they're going to realize that that's not their child. So that may be unfortunate, for sure. Again, somebody's going to be shocked. Maybe more than one person. Because it looks like to everybody else that they have the ideal relationship. They have the ideal situation. Like, oh, okay, everybody shows love. It's giving cloud nine. Like, it seems ideal. Somebody tells them that they miss them. It seems like they can explore themselves sexually if they're talking to their best friends about it or whatever. But this person may feel like the person they're actually with has some type of superiority complex, or this person seeks attention, or they need validation. They're too demanding or pushy. They're very territorial. And so they feel like, okay, well, the only way that I can feel like I'm myself, or I can do something and feed into some type of fantasy, is if I have a sneaky link. But maybe somehow, some way, they fed into some type of situation with this sneaky link, and, you know, it went there. If it's not the water sign that fed into the sneaky link, the water sign got caught up in a situation with someone who did. Their counterpart was the person that was doing this, and maybe they were penny pinching in this situation and realized, like, damn, you know, I'm going through a situation financially. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this debt, or whatever this case may be, or somebody a loan shark or something. And it's like, my fake friends was sleeping with my ex, or my fake friend was trying to come behind me and do something like that, or whatever. There also could be somebody that could be going viral. whether this is a water sign or the water sign's watching the somebody going viral, or they're trying to move past the situation and take the high road because they feel overwhelmed to reach some type of breaking point with, again, somebody that they were dating. There was too many mind games, and maybe they felt like, okay, well, I was financially incapable of doing something, and so we were up all night and we came up with some type of small-minded idea that would be seeming like some type of insignificant drama, but maybe the insignificant drama became more than what it was. We got lift off. Something took off quicker than they thought it was going to be. So it's like, oh, well, as long as we just do this little thing, you know, nobody's going to care. We'll keep this under the radar. We'll make an announcement. We'll keep it small. This could have been related to somebody's body, their body shaming, or, them feeling like they had a negative body image. It's like, okay, well, this person leveled up, or this person, I don't know. It's like there was some type of narrative that was spun to people. And now they're worried about being criticized and or disrespected. But they're salty because it's somebody that they were dealing with was dealing in their kinky ways. Whole time they had to sleep, or they had to put themselves aside, and they had to wait and let this person feel like they were the key player, or this person was, they got tired of waiting. Something about a room could be important. Because, like, although she's dressed up, it's like somebody's in, like, I don't want to say somebody was in a jail cell, but somebody could be dating somebody who has a criminal history, or maybe somebody's worried about going to jail. But it's like somebody's in some type of room where it's like, I hate having to be here, but I'm here. It's also giving, like, a mental facility kind of thing, or, I don't know. That sign that you're watching, I'm hearing, well, who told? How did they find out? Ain't no way did they find out. How did they find out? Alright, so somebody could, this fire sign that you're watching, they could be trying to self-medicate. They could be distracting themselves. If this is not somebody that's a drinker or a smoker, they just distract themselves with other people's issues. They're distracting themselves by flexing, acting like they got money, trying to do something that makes them feel like they can show off and, enjoy their birthday season, which is fine. But at the same time, this is going to lead to some type of mixed emotions and or a situation that's going to lead to be unclear. Alright? It's like they're a little too high on their high horse right now. SOS. It's going to be a situation. They're like, okay, I need some type of help. Oh, I shouldn't have spent this much. Now I got into a situation where my car is broken down. Oh, I shouldn't have did this because now I'm in a situation where my health is at risk. Or, oh, I shouldn't have. There's something that they shouldn't have been doing. Also, this fire sign that you're watching, they could be numbing themselves out of something. It's like, oh, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. Well, yeah, I did make this decision, but, I was acting so quickly. Maybe, I can backtrack somehow. Maybe I can kind of, if I really think about it, or maybe they're trying to get some type of loophole out of a decision that they made versus keeping it just 100. Like, okay, look, I was in this industry. I was in this, energy of flexing, of being conceited. I was trying to show off. I thought that I had it all, or that something was going to work out for me, or whatever the case may be. And I decided to do what I was going to do because I felt like there was some type of low self-worth, or I felt like you were judging me, or whatever the case may be. And so they made some type of decision. And now they're kind of like, okay, well, I'm confused on how I made this decision or why, because now they realize that they are the friend of me when it comes to you. They know. They also could be low-key body shaming themselves right now, but they're not really speaking of it. Maybe they hate the way that they feel like they compare themselves to you. They feel like, okay, well, I wish I could live some type of fantasy through you, or I wish I could do something because you keep something so real and you're honest. They feel like you're showing your true colors right now when it comes to exactly who you are. But at the same time, it's like they are wanting to explore, or they want to, again, live through you. They want some type of emotional fulfillment, like, okay, well, how's your life going? Or let's talk about it, or let's go through something, or let's try something, because they want some type of emotional fulfillment from you. But they try to butter you up for the moment to figure out if they can finesse you to get it. But maybe you feel like there's some type of competition, or maybe you are defending yourself, or you got some type of like defenses up when it comes to this person. Initially, you once felt at home, but you know that they got their hands dirty. You got some type of evidence of what this person was doing and how this person was indulging in things that they definitely shouldn't have, and you just don't respect it. And it's like now you give zero fucks about this person. It's like I'm disgusted at how thirsty you were. I'm disgusted at how you were still trying to be around me. I'm disgusted at what you were hung up on or fixated on getting to happen. You're just disgusted. And so it's definitely giving whoever this fire sign that you're watching, or it's low-key giving you're running away from. So they could be watching you, you saying fuck them. No matter who they are, it's really giving fuck you. And then you go get married, or then you go be with somebody, you go get in a relationship, you go find a new best friend, or you go find somebody else, and you're like, okay, well, perfect, I have the evidence of this is how my life was supposed to go. But you had to get over this people pleasing scenario. You had to get out of this, like, okay, well, I've been friends, or I know this person for so long, or I'm trying to make sure that we spend time together for a particular reason. There's some type of light bulb moment that you're just like, okay, well, you know what? It is what it is. There was some type of issue that maybe you had when it comes to some type of finances, or maybe they were telling people like, oh, well, you had to lose your car, you had to lose your house. They were talking about anything that you had to do, but you were making these decisions because you felt like you had to. And now that you're succeeding, now that you're killing it, maybe even pregnant, you may not know it yet, but it's like now they want to talk to you about it, or now they want to feel like, oh, well, how are you getting all this attention, or now I want to come and have a close relationship with you. And you start to flex, and then you start to boss up, and then you like, no. Because you feel like there was some type of dirty decision when it comes to money, or somebody that you were once connected to, and they again made the decision, and you're gonna make them stand 10 toes down on it. Alright, so you ain't really fucking with this fire sign. So how does this fire sign feel about you? Whoever you are, they feel like you are successful. They feel like you are being recognized for some type of action or some type of work that you putting in heavy on something. That when it comes to your work, or it's like, okay, let's say you've been working out at the gym, you've been doing something consistently, you've been definitely healing yourself, whatever the case is, they recognize it, they can see it. They low-key want to give you some type of praise for it, but at the same time, they know that in order to do so, they're going to have to talk about the resources. They're going to have to talk about the influence that they had, or why they made some type of decision. They feel like you could have a lot of influence. They could feel like everything that you're doing is very much successful. They're starting to have some type of confidence in you and or your resources growing. They also could maybe be like, okay, well, it may be a success for us to work together, and we can combine our resources. If you can do this and I can do this, or I can work with you somehow, some way, and you may have your guard up to them. You may be like, absolutely not. You could be tired of this person. Maybe you feel like they're only wanting to be around you so they can gossip even more. And you're just so confused onto like, okay, I just want to turn my back on it. I don't want to deal with confusion. So you're walking away. And again, it's like you're walking away, you're creating a routine, and you're going right into some type of support. Okay. And maybe you're also kind of connected to this person because you feel like you need some type of like physical support or something that they gave you. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, if I can recuperate, how can I get out of this? What can I do? Don't get yourself in a situation you don't need to be, but just have faith that something is going to balance out as it should. There also could be a water sign around that you're moving on from, or that they're moving on from, because this person was trying to hold them back in, or trying to control something. They was being secretive about something. I don't know if they took money, or a Cancer could be involved, in Aries or Pisces, heavy on the Aries and Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, maybe a Capricorn.